What's going on? Making a video for you guys on YouTube. You probably been wondering where I'm at. Maybe you some don't care where I'm at. But I've been busy. It's almost been a month since I made a video, so my apologies. I've just had relatives here, and it's just been a freaking nightmare, man. Relatives go home on Thursday, and I'm actually going to miss them, but back to normal life. Now, this is a random video, but I figured I've seen a few people do this, so I figured I would do it myself, since I appreciate you guys watching my videos. You know how that goes. So I got 10 questions for the taxi guy. These are questions that people have posted on my wall, messaged me. There's way more than 10, of course, but I just picked the 10 that I found the most interesting. Alright. And I didn't write down the user's name. Like I said, these are just I pulled off my videos. Here's the most common asked question. If you had to pick another NFL team, who would it be and why? Now, I've kind of touched on this one a little bit, several times. It would, of course, either be the Dallas Cowboys or the St. Louis Rams. My reason for that is because the Cowboys are my mom's favorite team. That is the only reason. I think the Cowboys suck, quite frankly. But that's my only reason, and because that's what good sons do, right? The St. Louis Rams, I actually had a buddy that passed away overseas that was a diehard Rams fan, and I got a current buddy who is overseas who's a diehard Rams fan, so it kind of runs in the friendship thing there. Plus, I used to like Steven Jackson, and, you know, back when the Rams were good, back in the early 2000s, I actually watched them quite a bit. So that's your answer for that one. How many girlfriends have you actually had? Well, you got to kind of categorize that a little bit. Do you mean ones that just I have that called girlfriends, or actually ones that I've actually dated and am serious about? I'm going to assume you're talking about me being serious with one, and like, it's just her, that's it, no one else. 3. And Stephanie, Pearl, Jordan. You guys have seen Jordan. Those of you who haven't, go back in my videos and look. It was roughly around August sometime where I showed a picture of her. We're no longer together, by the way. She wants babies. You know how that goes. Red flag. I don't think so. That's just their way of saying I want your money. What is your dream car? Now, see, I find this question really overrated. And what I mean by that is, most people are going to say, hey, man, I want a Ferrari, or I want a fast car. Why? I like something like I'm in right now. Comfortable, you know, something big so you can, you know, actually see. I don't like sitting real low. I mean, I can't drive cars. I just can't. But, like them sports cars, they're uncomfortable as fuck. I mean, it's like you're in a fucking cardboard box. Why would you want to drive something like that? The only reason people do is to make up for a certain thing or have their chance at getting laid. Really? Okay. Or just them stupid high school kids that want to show off a fucking loud engine or something. That's all they're good for. But to answer the question, just something comfortable, man. I mean, I don't care what it is. I prefer a Buick, honestly. I like Buicks. I like the Sabres. I like their cars. That is the one car I would drive, because they're big and they're comfortable. Or Lincoln Town Car. Just an old man's car, maybe, but comfortable. What else would you do besides taxi driving? Well, there's several things, actually. I never really given that much of a thought. Being self-employed is very nice, by the way. It's the way to go, and I understand most people can't afford that, but it is the way to go. I'd probably be a truck driver. Something where I could see the country. I could see around the world. You know, that's what I'd like to do. Architect, I don't know what it'd be, but truck driver would be the first thing that comes to my mind. But the only disadvantage of that is, if you want a family, it's kind of hard to do that. What do you think of the new music? Music? You call like people like Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift music? No. That's not music. AC/DC is music. That's my thoughts on it. Sucks. I mean, it's a crying shame what's happened to the industry and the music. I mean, it's crazy what people really consider music nowadays. I mean, it's just stupid. All this side hat wearing shit that, like, Justin Bieber does. I mean, come on. That's not music. That's just somebody who's in right now, but in 10 years from now, you ain't never going to hear about him again. But, yes, AC/DC, that's music to me. You know, the old rock bands, that's music. So that's to answer your question, it sucks. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Well, it depends. Is it expensive or is it not expensive? If price wasn't an issue, of course, I would live somewhere like tropical, white sandy beaches, blue water, hot all year round. That's where I'd want to be. This is a nice place to live too, but I just hate the winters. It's 53 degrees here today, by the way. It's pretty warm. That's warm to us. I had to put this one in here. Is it true that the people in the Midwest have big dicks? How the fuck would I know? I mean, sorry, I don't know. I don't know, come up to the Midwest and just pull every guy's pants down, then I'll let you judge that. I had to throw that in there because that question was stupid. Now, me personally, if you're asking me personally and trying to cover it up, if you're a guy asking that, that's just wrong, man. That's wrong. You're a woman? Come on up to South Dakota, then you'll see. What food could you not live without? I really could live without any food, to be honest with you. Just because it's good don't mean I can't live without it. But if I absolutely had to choose, buffalo wings. I love buffalo wings. They're so addicting, especially when they're done right and they're crispy, you know. And you can have the sauce and stuff. I mean, they're just good. I like them. That's one thing I couldn't probably live without if I absolutely had to pick one. And number 9, what is your favorite gaming console? The N64, all the way. You know what, it's actually either between that or the Super Nintendo, but I would say the N64. You know, the N64 was actually supposed to be a major failure. They didn't think it could compete with the Sony PlayStation that came out. But the N64, come on. I mean, it had some of the best freaking games of all time. 007, GoldenEye, Super Mario, Donkey Kong, I mean, come on. Those were the days. Banjo-Kazooie, and just name a few. Conker's Bad Fur Day, and I haven't even got to the list yet, but I got most of them games, and I'll tell you, most of them are fun than any other game today. I mean, the new gaming systems suck. I mean, bottom line. And finally, the last question. This was another stupid question, too, in my opinion. But what are your thoughts of chicks with breast implants? Who cares? Why does everybody think that just because a woman's got a breast implant, that's gross? I mean, I don't get it. It's their personal choice. Who cares? I mean, you can still do anything you want to them, right? It don't matter if they're fake or real. It don't matter. Now, my personal preference, I don't care. I mean, as long as I can, you know, who cares? So that's it. That's 10 questions answered for you guys. It's a random video, I know. Now I'm going to go home, eat. I was thinking about getting Taco John's, but I'm like, nah, fuck. I got to stay away from that fast food, man. This gut ain't handling it. Well, guys, I'll be back as soon as I can and making more videos. If you guys got topics you want me to talk about, please feel free. Throw them out there, because really, YouTube is something to do, guys. I mean, it's just, you know, I try to stick around as much as I can, but you got things you got to do, you know. Catch you guys later. Thanks for your questions.